Do it.
Do it!
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
We've just started reaching out to people who sent us a message with a confirmation of receipt. We send these emails out in waves, so don't worry if you don't receive an answer immediately. At the same time, we'd like you to know that our intention is for every owner of a physical copy or a digital copy bought at retail who has valid proof of purchase and sends us an email at helpmerefund@cdprojectred.com within the time window to receive a refund. We will do this out of our own pocket if necessary. If you are unable to obtain a refund for the game from the store where you bought it, please contact us via email until December 21st, as this is a one-time initiative. We will provide everyone with next steps only after the refund request submission window closes. For digital versions, please follow the refund process for each respective platform. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's your pal Noms here, and today we are back talking about Cyberpunk 2077. It's been brought to my attention that Sony are receiving a ridiculous amount of praise for... I mean, don't get me wrong, they did good. Sony have done good by offering refunds to people due to the falsely advertised launch and performance of Cyberpunk 2077 by CD Projekt Red. Now, Sony have essentially done an open refund policy, telling players if they're unsatisfied to contact them, get a refund now, and in addition to that, they've also pulled Cyberpunk 2077 from their Play Store. Now, this is very good for consumers, and I'm not against this. This is not what I'm here to chastise. Alright, Sony have done the right thing, but why have they done the right thing? Everyone from, Ryan Kinnell to Yong Ye to everyone praising Sony for doing this is being like, well, Cyberpunk 2077 must be so unplayable, so broken. Only then can Sony have even considered doing something so drastic, because after all, Fallout 76 wasn't given an open refund policy. No Man's Sky, its disastrous launch, didn't get an open refund policy and wasn't removed from the Play Store. Naughty Dog, despite having plenty of mismarketing trailers, having a very insulting story and being hated by the majority of its fan base, and feeling betrayed by Naughty Dog for the false advertisement, wanted refunds, and Sony didn't give it to them. They wouldn't do it. So what makes Cyberpunk 2077 different to The Last of Us Part 2, No Man's Sky at launch, and Fallout 76 at launch? Well, Cyberpunk 2077 has launched with more content than probably all of those games combined at launch. Yes. Cyberpunk 2077 is written better than all three of those games combined. Yes. Cyberpunk 2077 has better gameplay than all of those games at launch. Yes. So, the only thing I can think of is that Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't run as smooth as The Last of Us Part 2 at launch. That's it. I mean, aside from games journalism sucking Naughty Dog's dick and praising The Last of Us Part 2, despite how shit of a game that was, how insulting it was, how mismarketed it was, the fans revolted, and Sony didn't give their refunds. Sony didn't, despite the massive outcry for all three of those releases, from Bethesda, from Hello Games, from Naughty Dog, Sony didn't issue open refunds for any of those titles, those highly controversial titles, and certainly didn't remove it from their Play Store. Why is Cyberpunk 2077 different? Why do I think the praise Sony is getting is misplaced? Because of CD Projekt Red. That's the difference. Now, I've made 2 videos already chastising CD Projekt Red, alright? Don't think I'm excusing their horrible business practices, their deception, their lies. I'm not. CD Projekt Red themselves have openly admitted to the deception. They deserve to be put on blast for what they did. They misled consumers, they took their money, but then what did they do? What did CD Projekt Red do that Bethesda, Hello Games, and Naughty Dog didn't do after disappointing their fan bases at launch? They took responsibility for it. They owned up to it. They admitted wrong to their fan base. They admitted wrong to gamers. They admitted wrong to consumers. It doesn't excuse what they did, but they still admitted it. They took the high ground. They did what other developers did not do. And they did it promptly as well. CD Projekt Red offers an open apology to gamers. It's still met with criticism, myself included, criticized it, but they still did it. They gave gamers, from the developers themselves, they gave straight to gamers an open refund policy. Meaning, if you don't like our game, please refund it. We understand. Have faith that we'll do our jobs and provide better for you in the very near future. But if you can't wait, if we've disappointed you, we understand. Give it back to us. Purchase it if and when you're ready. That's what they said. They even offered a hyperlink called Help Me Refund at cdprojectred.com to assist with providing players refunds. And even though they don't share the same refund policies with Sony and Microsoft, they gave gamers pretty much the only leg they need to stand on to get a definitive refund from all external sources. Now, if you cut to here, so CD Projekt Red offered that apology on December 14th, right? If we cut to later that very day, we see this. This is from someone who was denied a refund that very day by Sony. He contacted support PlayStation. So in a support chat with a Sony representative, this person tries to get a refund for Cyberpunk 2077. This is what he says. This is what the customer says. Thank you. I understand it's stressful for you as well. This is a widespread issue with the devs saying get a refund. I can only imagine the load you are all getting right now. And then the Sony representative says, according to our records, the content has been downloaded/streamed. I'm sorry, due to the restrictions outlined in the PlayStation Store cancellation policy, a refund cannot be made for this transaction. The customer then replies, even if the developers and publishers said we are all eligible for a refund and reach out, because they acknowledge it's a broken game on PS4 and we need to get refunded. The Sony representative replies, I am so sorry. It may be really frustrating to you. I request you please be understanding that according to our policy, as the content has been downloaded and streamed, the content cannot be refunded. The customer continues, the game literally no longer boots after the newest patch. Your own policy states if it's faulty, we get a refund. This game is faulty and broken. It literally does not work any longer. This is your own policy. Okay, so there you go. All right, that's just a small glimpse into what Sony customers were dealing with when CD Projekt Red actually told their community, go get a refund, don't be shy, we understand. This is a subpar product that we are ashamed of. Get your refund back. We encourage you. Here's a link to help you get your refund if you're having trouble. Sony would have gotten tens, if not hundreds of thousands of requests for a refund. All right? All these consumers had to say to them, after Sony said, no, fuck off, we can't get you a refund, our policy says so, all deals are final. All they have to say is, but CD Projekt Red says it's broken, and you're still selling a broken game, and you're still not giving us refunds for it that the devs have even encouraged we seek out. Fuck you, give us our refund. If Sony, this was the day of the apology CD Projekt Red put out. If Sony didn't backtrack on this, and granted it took them like 2 days to do so, they were ready and willing to be like, no, we're not giving refunds, no, deal with it, no, sorry, we're keeping your money. They realized that the gaming community, the media even though the media likes to suck Sony's dick, everyone's going to be on their case. If Microsoft starts issuing refunds, but Sony doesn't, despite CD Projekt Red the developers openly admitting it's a broken game and offering refunds, if Sony doesn't do this, then Sony are going to be hit with a PR shitstorm that is going to fuck them royally. So essentially, CD Projekt Red, without so much forcing them to do so, essentially twisted Sony's arm and made it so that if they did not do this, well, then gamers could hold them accountable for it. CD Projekt Red's refund policy is very different to Sony's. They're not connected in any way, shape, or form. But CD Projekt Red still took the high ground, admitted fault, offered refunds openly, and offered a helpline for players to get their refund. If Sony didn't do anything, then Sony had no choice. Sony had no choice. Look, I'm not trying to defend what CD Projekt Red did with the game's launch, alright? It's horrible. Gamers should never be lied to. Consumers should never be deceived, alright? I'm not defending that. But people are now treating CD Projekt Red like the devil, and like all these other companies like EA and Sony and everyone else is trying to do right by gamers and, CD Projekt Red said this and this is terrible and, what about this missing feature and, look at this peripheral NPC's glitching AI bug. There is very much a hate train towards CD Projekt Red right now. Some of it is absolutely deserved. All of it, not so much. to treat Sony with glowing praise for taking it off their Play Store and issuing refunds, all of your gratitude and praise is misplaced. Yeah, Sony did the right thing. This is the first time they've done the right thing. It's not because Cyberpunk is underperforming technically. They couldn't care less. It's because CD Projekt Red open apology to gamers and their open refund policy gave them the kick up the arse they needed to take action, because Sony was ready and willing to not abide by it. Until that open apology and refund policy gave hundreds of thousands of gamers the leg to stand on to say, fuck you, Sony, give us our money. We want our money back. Hell, as even further proof, let's go through this regulatory announcement for CD Projekt Red's investors that they put out recently on December 18th, 2020. It says, subject, temporary suspension of the availability of Cyberpunk 2077 on the PlayStation Store. Legal basis, Article 17, Section 1 of the Market Abuse Regulation, inside information. The management board of CD Projekt Red, with a registered office in Warsaw, hereinafter referred to as the company, hereby publicly discloses the decision of Sony Interactive Entertainment, hereinafter referred to as SIE, to remove Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store until further notice. The decision was undertaken following our discussion with Sony Interactive Entertainment regarding a full refund for all gamers who had purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via the PlayStation Store and want a refund. All copies of the game previously purchased digitally on PlayStation Store will remain available for use by their respective buyers. Gamers can still buy physical versions of the game in retail and mail order stores. All copies, whether digital or physical, will continue to receive support and updates from the company. So there you go. Sony did what they did after CD Projekt Red said, no dog, you gotta give them their refunds. And whatever you want to do, we're game for it. And they say, okay, well, we'll take it off our stores entirely. And CD Projekt Red, rather than kiss Sony's ass so they wouldn't do it, they agreed. They took the hit. They gladly took the hit. They were like, okay, take it off the store then. Though, I suppose that would have looked bad for Sony, since the devs openly admitted that the game wasn't functionally ready. For Sony to keep it on there, that could have possibly led to a lawsuit. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, okay? But what's grinding my gears is everyone treating CD Projekt Red like the devil. They did a bad thing. The game was not ready to launch. I'll be the first to tell you I wish it was pushed back. I wish it was delayed till January or February, okay? But at the same time, the other side of the fence, look, nuance is important. And it's not fair to demonize them at every turn when they don't deserve it. Like, people are saying, like, haha, CD Projekt Red, Sony's offering refunds. What about that? You didn't expect that, did you, huh? You didn't. This is horrible for CD Projekt Red. It's terrible. It is. But at the same time, CD Projekt Red have openly acknowledged this, and they were the ones to speed this along, to encourage Sony, if not almost outright forcing them to implement a refund policy. The reason why Sony didn't do this for Bethesda, Naughty Dog, or Hello Games is because they didn't open up with an apology after their disastrous launches. They didn't openly acknowledge the gamers' displeasure, disappointment, and all of that. No, they kept their mouths shut, collected their cash, went on with their lives. That's the difference. It's not because Cyberpunk is technically unplayable. Sony couldn't care less. It's because Bethesda, Hello Games, and especially Naughty Dog didn't care about the gamer's concerns. Hello Games has let their actions speak louder than words. Hello Games actually did care, and they fixed up their game, and I'm adoring No Man's Sky now. I haven't played Fallout 76, but I've seen enough videos to know what that game was about, and I've seen enough of Bethesda's business practices till the Microsoft purchase to know exactly what was the highest priority on their minds. I've seen Naughty Dog flag YouTubers for speaking out against them. I've seen Sony flag YouTubers for speaking out against them. I've seen Naughty Dog put out one of the shittest stories, one of the most insulting sequels ever made in video game history. I've seen Naughty Dog lie in their marketing. I've seen Hello Games lie in their marketing. I've seen Bethesda lie in their marketing. The difference is that CD Projekt Red apologized, did the humble thing, admitted their faults, and gave gamers a way to get their money back and somewhat right the wrong. CD Projekt Red can talk about fixing the game, till the cows come home. Actions speak louder than words, and until that game is fixed, they've still got work to do, and they should still absolutely be chastised for the launch. But CD Projekt Red offered everyone who was unsatisfied a refund, and strongly encouraged players, if they could get a refund, to go and get one. That is rare from a gaming company. That is rare. In today's gaming industry, that is very rare. Broken games on launch, sadly, are not rare, but humility and acknowledgement is rare in the gaming industry. And when you talk about action speaking louder than words, I refer to the very opening of this video, where CD Projekt Red put out an announcement 6 hours ago regarding the refunds to digital copies purchased at retailers. They said publicly and directly they would even put up money from their own pocket to ensure that everyone gets their refund. Now, whether that will hold true in the near future, only time will tell. Granted, that's in a window leading up to the 21st of December, when I think the CD Projekt Red staff go on holidays. But there you go. If this isn't CD Projekt Red making an active endeavor to clean up the mess that was Cyberpunk 2077's disastrous technical launch and their slimy marketing practices, then I don't know what is. They're essentially using pre-order money, purchase money to help refund customers who bought a last-gen console version that was not properly optimized and is borderline unplayable. Granted, I've had mixed reports since the person who brought these updates and these sources to my attention is actually a Cyberpunk 2077 owner on base PS4, and he's apparently been having a blast with the game. Obviously, he can't speak for the majority, but I thought it was also important to note that not every PlayStation 4 customer is dissatisfied. Some are most definitely worse off than others. But there you go. Action speaking louder than words. I guess only time will tell on that front, but CD Projekt Red is willing to, even if they have to fund it themselves, they're encouraging refunds, and they are willing to put up money for physical copies should consumers not be able to get a refund at their respective retailer, and they provided the link in order to get CD Projekt Red to take action in the apology they posted on December 14th. And while CD Projekt Red certainly doesn't deserve your thanks for this entire mess, they are the ones who are cleaning it up. It is not Microsoft. And look, lo and behold, once Sony caved after CD Projekt Red gave them no leg to stand on, Microsoft soon after followed suit, because then they would look extremely bad and a PR shitstorm would hit them as well. CD Projekt Red are cleaning up this mess. They don't deserve your thanks, but they deserve some credit, rather than credit being given to these other corporations who couldn't care less about gamers and their satisfaction. Although, admittedly, Microsoft in recent years has been way more consumer-friendly than Sony has. And while a large number of gamers have perfect reasoning to be angry with CD Projekt Red, I think it's important to set the record straight with what's happening, who's to blame for what and why. And offering that open refund policy, look, it's already started to take effect with Sony making this move, but the only reason Sony have caved is because of CD Projekt Red's humility, their apology, and their attempt to try and regain some of their reputation and mend their relationship with their community. So don't turn this into another fuck CD Projekt Red. They're doing everything they can to try and fix this game and try and right the wrong. I reckon that they will within 2 months. It's a shame that it came to this. I don't defend them for this launch, but I'm not going to sit by and let people praise Sony without them also praising CD Projekt Red for twisting Sony's arm and having them finally do something consumer-friendly for once. So yeah, honestly, don't thank Sony. Know why this happened, and don't misplace your gratitude, please. Anyway, here's hoping Cyberpunk straightens up in the coming weeks. Hope you all are doing great out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, I appreciate you taking the time, and I'll see you next time.